Hi there, everyone. Welcome to another one of my album reviews. My name is Christian Eschbach, and if you are one of my regular viewers, you already know where we're going with this. If not, I'm going to get right into it. This is part of the Jack White love affair, and I am looking at the first album from the Raconteurs, Broken Boy Soldier. All right, so Jack White's out there. He's doing his thing with the white stripes. Meg's having a hard time with anxiety. Jack is a workhorse. He is a musician's musician. He is out there. He is wanting to play. He is wanting to write. He is wanting to let his creativity explode. So he gets together with Jack Lawrence on bass, Patrick Keeler on drums and percussion, and Brendan Benson on vocals, guitars, and keys. Brendan Benson specifically and Jack White write 10 songs together, probably more, and they give us the Broken Boy Soldier album. So, I got mixed views on this album. I do know and I do remember when this album first came out, I honestly was actually disappointed with it. I listened to it quite a few times. Sorry about that. I listened to it quite a few times. I really tried to give it a thorough run, and it just really wasn't grabbing for me. There was something about the album that just wasn't quite sticking. And looking back on it, at this point, over 10 years later, because this album was released in 2006, so I bought this as soon as this came out, too. So, almost 15 years ago, because I believe it was a summer release. Had it within the first couple weeks in my hands, and I actually appreciate it a lot more now than I did then. And even now, I'm still hit and miss with the album. When the album is playing, I love the album, but on its own, there are very few songs that individually I enjoy completely out of the album context and I will listen to on their own. It's a solid album. The songs are all beautifully composed. There's so much going on here that not a bad so much going on. It's a good so much going on because these are a bunch of musicians that know what they're doing, and like the rhythm section does what the rhythm section is supposed to do. They hold down the rhythm at all times, and they allow the two. I don't know how to put it without making it sound bad. They allow the two egos to flourish. And I don't want to say either of them egotistical. I really don't know. I know there is some dynamics there in the band that have caused some struggles and problems, which is why, from the second album to the third album took forever. But anyways, let's just cut into this album, all right? So the album opens up with Steady As She Goes. This was the single that introduced everybody to the Raconteurs. It's a great music video. I enjoy it. It was a great way to introduce, and it was a great way to start off this album. It's a good, solid start to this album. It's also probably one of the few songs on this album that really stands out on its own, and it was easy to understand how it became a single. I love the simplicity to the song in certain ways. That doom, 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 doom. So you get where I'm going with this, anyways. I love it. It's nice. It's simple. It gets you right in there at the beginning, hooks you in, and then steady as she goes. And you just really good tune. It really, really is. That is followed up by Hands, which really just causes the album to instantly fall flat for me. I'm not a fan of Hands. It really does nothing for me. Then we go into Broken Boy Soldier. I like Broken Boy Soldier. Picks the album back up again, gets it moving again. It's really cool. I like the way that they do the drumming on there. I like the fact that it does have a very kind of classic sort of feel to it with that modern flavor of instruments and whatnot. It really, really good. Then it goes into Intimate Secretary. Great song when you're listening to the album, disappears completely on its own when you're not. You know, if you put in a MP3 mix, or, you know, you want to look at old school if you did a mixtape, because I was still doing the odd mixtape because I still had a Walkman at this time. I've never put it on there. Wouldn't. Just not going to happen. That goes the same with the next song, Level. I like Level. Level. I like the way they do the keyboards and the synths on Level. It's really got a cool vibe to it. It does stand out on its own, sort of, but it's one of those songs that it's a very kind of artsy vibe kind of song, so it's gonna only gel with certain people. I think. I don't think it'll gel with everybody, but myself, I think it's a good tune on here. Store Bought Bones. I don't like this song. I don't like the rhythm on this song. I don't like the way that the song is written. I don't like the vibe of the song. It's one of those ones where it just doesn't jive right with me. It doesn't feel right. I have to skip it. Yellow Sun follows that up. I'm not sure how I feel about Yellow Sun. I think it's another song where when the album's going, it's great. When the album's not going, whatever. Call It a Day is a good tune. Yet again, when the album's going, great. When it's not, meh. And then the album finishes with Blue Veins. What I like about Blue Veins is, even though it's kind of a little tedious, they've got this great backwards tape going where you can hear this music playing backwards and they're listening to it, and you can hear clearly all of a sudden they kick into the actual song and the music is inspired by how it was played backwards. I'm not sure what song it was that was being reversed that they took the inspiration from. It sounds really cool. It's really nice. It's really experimental. It's really artsy. It's really fun that way. The whole way around, and this album is solid, but only for fans. It's not for just anyone. I would not recommend it as the first Raconteurs album you buy. I think if it wasn't for the fact that I have such a love affair with Jack White and I am willing to pick up any album that he releases to see what he's doing this time, this would have been my last Raconteurs album, possibly. First and last. But you always got to give a band a second chance. Always. You never judge a band just off their first album. At least let them get a second album out, see where it goes. This, once again, I'm sure there's people out there that are going to disagree with me. That's okay. I love Jack White. I love Jack White enough to say that I don't like everything he does. You know. This album, though, quality. If you like older kind of vibes, older kind of themes, but with modern sounds, it's a good album. You want to hear something different compared to anything else that was being released in 2006? This is great compared to everything else that was being released in 2006. But it was a shame that this was the first album he did outside of the White Stripes, honestly, to me. I don't know. Not everything's a hit, folks. So, if you are one of my regular viewers, the next review, we are going to go into Jack White's first solo album, because it's part of the Jack White love affair that's going on. And if you are not one of my regular viewers, then make sure, if you want to check out more about Jack White, come back for the Jack White's first solo album tomorrow. Until then, peace, love, take care, subscribe, and feel free to leave comments.